What's going on, fight fans? So Mayweather Berto has come and gone, and according to Floyd Mayweather, this is his very last fight. I think the boxing world, as well as the casual sports fan, is probably not holding their breath as far as that's concerned. But as far as the fight is concerned, a lot of us expected this fight to go as it went. Clear domination by Floyd Mayweather. Andre Berto, the fact that he was getting this opportunity, it was kind of, a moral victory on its own, considering that, there was 2 attempts for him to fight Floyd Mayweather, and, he finally got it. None of us gave him a shot, and I think even Virgil Hunter was you could kind of hear it when he was describing what Berto was going to do, or their game plan. There really wasn't a game plan. Berto didn't come out of this fight hurt, neither did Floyd, even though he's saying he hurt his left hand. But we all obviously know the whole situation with his hands not being the healthiest. So again, not much to take out of the fight as far as anything new that Floyd did or anything exciting that happened, besides that maybe Floyd hurt Berto towards the 12th, the end of the 12th round, and didn't get the knockout. But I don't think many of us were really holding our breath as far as that's concerned. As far as Floyd Mayweather's future is concerned, I really I don't think this will be his last fight. But I start to think, who in the next 2 years can make for a big fight that he'll come out of retirement and really take it serious to the point where for starters, that he's gonna make like anywhere between 30 and 40 million, and a fight that is gonna generate enough buzz that the casual public will already have forgotten the whole Mayweather Pacquiao fight, and maybe even this fight, which, look, wasn't a very entertaining fight. This wasn't worth the $75 the ticket price, even though the Salido Martinez fight was really the fight of the night. It's still not worth $75. And I think, again, that was the biggest gripe with everybody. Now going into the future, there has to be a fight that is gonna get people thinking like, wow, this dude would really give Floyd problems. And look, maybe in the next year or so, one of these guys on, in the 147 division, be it Danny, be it Keith, be it whoever, just goes on this crazy streak, and then maybe Floyd just comes out and says, all right, this is my last fight, and I'm gonna go for the 50. If you're asking me, man, I think at this point Floyd should just retire, because I think anything from this point on is a money grab. I don't think he's going to take any fights that are going to be legacy defining. He fought Pacquiao. That was the fight for 5 years everybody wanted him to take. He took it, regardless of what, the outcome and the ins and outs of what happened with Pacquiao's shoulder and now this whole thing with Floyd's IV scandal that the Nevada State Athletic Commission is like kind of just sweeping under the rug. I'm not going to even get into that. I really don't see, at least on the surface right now, a fight that is gonna garner a huge amount of buzz that will make Floyd come out and it'll be like a 1.7 or 1.8 or 2 million pay-per-view buy. The only scenario I could say is if he comes back and he fights one of the 3 middleweights that could potentially be the middleweight champion in the next year and a half, Golovkin, Canelo, or Cotto. Realistically, I don't think those fights ever happen, but I think for the general public to be like, oh, well, shit, man, those fights would, that's something I want to pay to see, then maybe we have something cooking. But on the surface right now, I don't see a fight that is going to generate that type of buzz. But we'll have to wait and see. And I think, like, for right now, man, Floyd's going to bow out, and we'll see who's going to be at the helm as far as who you call the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. The talks of Andre Ward, the talks of Chocolatito, even some people are saying Triple G, even though I would agree he needs a bigger body of work to be called that, at least right now. So if this is Floyd Mayweather's last fight, I say salute to him. I've had my opinions about him, still do, but you can't knock the guy, man, as far as what he's done for himself. He's really revolutionized the way fighters get paid, because I think he set the model for fighters. And again, this could be a good or a bad thing as far as the sport's concerned, but I mean, he's shown how fighters can really control their pockets, as opposed to like in the 80s and even into the 90s when fighters were getting screwed, hand over fist. Floyd, he's shown that, you could be your own boss. I think at the same time, there has to be that level of competition and money. And being a guy that continuously fights the best guys, but wants that top dollar too. You know what I mean? And it's and again, no knock to Floyd. It's not a knock to him, but there are fighters that are trying to follow that trend without even going through what Floyd went through, which is the point I'm making. Again, because people get that misconstrued. So, like I said, this is Floyd's last fight. Salute to him, but I think we will see him at least one more time. So, as I always say, subscribe, hit the links. Wednesday nights we'll be back with the GYGB boxing podcast, as we got boxing Tuesday nights now, and it's a lot to really work around, but we gotta be here for the fans. So as I always say, subscribe, hit the links. We'll see you Wednesday night. Talkshoe.com, search GYGB.